The place looks good. I feel bad for the tree though. It's bleeding for what I did to it. But in time, it will heal. I can probably use that sap for something in the meantime. Lots of activity down there. Cool. I think the plan though is to get a wall built along this side here and then rearrange the telephone poles. Let's see if I can get a peeling stand built today. Let's get a fire going first. Always traffic. But I do believe that this place will probably last longer than that road will. One day that road will be quiet. I do believe that. Come on, you fucker. Fire steel is definitely not perfect. Practice. Okay. Well, not super fun. Should have that to start with. Okay, try again. It's really hard, my knuckles down. thing and get it going. You. Just leave that cover on until we're safely landed. I'm not do anything. I just want to take the bark off this tree so that nobody falls on it this summer when it's all hot and dried out. Growing a lot of lichen is awesome. First time trying this one. Well, I will say it's a lot easier than a draw knife. That would be a nightmare tool in this kind of a tree. This is probably the go-to for everything, at least the first step. Well, that feels good. just cut right through an entire branch. Oh, I am tired for sure, but this thing works really well. I obviously keep it ridiculously sharp, like all of my tools, and that makes a difference. But just the angles of it, I think it makes sense. It's a good tool. Keep in mind, this thing's frozen right now, so there's ice in here in some places. So this tree was cut down in June. So it's had about 6 months to dry. And I'd say that's pretty easy to debark right now. That's the plan, maybe. Cut down, haul. And then once they're here, debark 6 months from when they're cut. So trees, I want to talk about that just really briefly here. I love the big spruce trees in this area, and I really actually want to be avoiding the best trees in the forest because I want them to continue growing. I like those old giants. To do that, I want to give them space. So in this case here, if you zoom out a little bit more here, we've got the big tree here, another big mature tree there, not this little guy. This one here is about 30 centimeters at the base, which in theory is about 10 inches in diameter. Which is perfect for what I'm looking for. Over here, we have a cluster of trees. We've got a poplar in the back, which, I mean, they're a primary species. The spruce is your succession species. The pop is not gonna last anyway. What it will do is just kind of like inhibit the growth of the spruce. This second spruce here, spruce is the smaller one. And I think I'll take that one down. It's pretty much exactly what I need, perfectly straight. And I can lift that in the 12-foot section, or at least drag it, or build some sort of a framework to drag it with. So, and that leaves space for the biggest one to kind of, you know, blossom in its own right. And so I'm gonna keep following that pattern, just kind of helping the mature trees succeed and cleaning up any poplar that will eventually just die out anyway, and that'll become wood for just benches and tables and chairs and what have you. Sawhorses. You getting tired, Zola? Yeah. Well, it's been a good day, girl. So things are happening. I got a little handrail built. I like the bug work in it. It's pretty. I hope Arden will appreciate that. Wait a chance to show it to her. It actually punches right through as well. I used the 1.25-inch drill and then kind of wedged it afterwards. Doesn't look like much, but it's actually pretty solid. I've been burning this junk here most of the day, just trying to clean things up. And then it was getting dark and I just wanted my visibility back. So I started just de-limbing all around. So I just kind of see around. Also when Zola goes chasing squirrels now, I can see her for a little ways farther. Really happy with how this first square notch turned out. It's 4 inches down. I think that's just awesome. I may not do a full 4 inches on all of the logs, depending how big the diameter is on them. If I'm getting between 8 to 10 inches, 4 could work. Maybe 3, but honestly, I think 4 feels pretty good. Making some supper now, but I do want to clean this up before bed. And then I'll come back tomorrow and just haul in all these limbs. try to get some footage here of one of these trees coming down. I was going to use a rope to actually pull it in the direction I want to ensure my safety, and just that falls where I want it to. But I'll take down that poplar, not this guy, the poplar there, and then the tree on the right. Get those cleaned up. I think I might save this guy right here. I kind of like how it frames the entrance in. It does that consistently, 2 and 2, so I'll maintain those. And then who knows, maybe at some point I'll clear this up, but I kind of like the spruce trees growing in here. I think our crow is back. So in January, it gets dark at 6. So much for my productivity today, but it was a good day. I got lots done actually. Ate well. Apples taste amazing just around that, 0 degree mark. They crisp up well. Now it's fully going. I've had this idea that if you don't have a lantern at night, the best thing to do is have a big pile of just spruce boughs nearby. And this is the quickest way to turn on the lights. And it lights a pretty good area around the camp, so you can see quite a bit. Hazel, how do you feel? Well, fire's almost out. I'll be heading back soon. The full moon really is lovely tonight. Can't even see Zola over there. She's there. So, this knot held tension very well overnight. I will probably just tighten up really quickly once more, but I just want that to be pulling so we know that this tree will come from this direction. It's not even that big of a tree and it's a poplar, but still, just get in the habit of following good practices. Okay, and I'm gonna gamble for the phone on this side of the tree and hopefully the tree will land on the phone. We'll see. Sorry I missed that, but I just want to point this out. With the top line hitch, you can get a ridiculous amount of tension by taking a stick, wrapping it through, and just twisting it. And when you twist that through, hold over here, it's like a spring. But then that just really cranks up the tension on this guy. It's like a trapeze line now. So anyway, it's cool. Safety is cool. fast one. See that rope. Go there. Not totally sure how it's gonna work. A weird angle here. Zola, you good? Right on top of the phone. Well, that rope trick is damn impressive. I like it. Do that again. Yeah, and that is how you move a bunch of brush. Now it's dry under the canopy there for next time I need it. I'm sure everybody watching was probably cringing watching that last tree fall, but there really was no danger. And now I'm using a rope to pull it away safely. The short rope is just indispensable. I'm sure I can get like 95% of what I need to do done with just this white rope and the lariat. That's the one. So anyways, past 1 o'clock now. I told Lisa that I'd be leaving at 1, so I gotta run, I'm late. But again, it's been a good half day today. Got quite a bit done. I'm gonna have to leave this poplar for next time. I wanted to get it kind of bucked up and hauled over, but the thing is, I want to use it for something that's not quite sure what yet. Probably a proper like sawhorse workbench thing. I'm just not sure dimensions yet, so I'm gonna think on that before I squander and cut it too soon. But I will get the branches put away under the dry canopy there, and I think really we're in good shape for next time. This is a great start to the year. This is the January visit of 2022. The sun is shining, it's very auspicious, and yeah, I'm settled in on my notch choice for this cabin. It's gonna be a square notch. Pun intended there. I think I said yesterday I was going to go for a 4-inch cut. It's not like that. All you need to do is cut the square notch to the radius of the log above it. So half of the log width above it, and that's going to be the space to close the gap. It's irrelevant, the 4-inch or 3 inches. To seal the gap properly before having to chink it, it's going to be just half the diameter above. So yeah, as promised, this was not done, but what is unfortunate though, is that this is underneath it. So this is out of the moisture, so it'll dry well and it'll be easy to debark later. This will be the work area. I'll build 2 sawhorses, one for either end, and I'll be doing most of the peeling here, I expect. This one here, again, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna use it for, but I'm not gonna waste anything, so I will find a purpose for it. I'll probably just play with the bushcrafty type thing that's starting to happen down here. And this is just extra kindling firewood. It's January, I'm already preparing for winter, in a sense. So earlier Zola saw something in a tree and it was big and she growled at it. And then we tried looking, you couldn't find it, but these little paw prints here, look, bigger than a cat, hop in like groups of 4. So that's the cat, because like that's Zola up there, and she leaves like big prints. But lots of snow means lots of water. It's good. I'm gonna eat it this year. It's beautiful down here.